Ladies and gentlemen, you're trying to take your seats. Our many concerts going to begin, and you're going to want to hear some beautiful sounds of the Big Easy from a gentleman who was born there, grew up there, and continues to operate his musical universe from there as performer, teacher, composer, historian, arranger. He's got everything going on. And I first met him over 20 years ago in Sun Valley, Idaho, for a jazz festival. We were both performing in different groups. And after all this time, it's the very first time I get to share the stage with Mr. Lewis Ford.
Hello, everyone. Thank you. I'm a fifth generation of musicians dating back to the late 1890s. My family migrated here from Santo Domingo. My father was the fourth generation. I have a cousin that I'm fortunate to play alongside of at Preservation Hall, Snug Harbor, and a whole bunch of other places to carry on this tradition in our family. We also have a sixth and seventh generation as well. I was raised with this music in my blood. From ragtime to early jazz to modern to R&B. As I said, my father was a member of the Fats Domino Band for 33 years. And 60% of those saxophone solos you heard was my dad, along with Herb Hardesty and Nick Allen. So five siblings. By being a professional musician, he supported us to go to private schools and also college. You know, back then that was a different story. You know, music was a way of life then. It's kind of hard nowadays for some, but knock on wood, I've been very fortunate that I can make an honest living playing music. Now, I taught school as well, 28 years. And then I decided, okay, this is starting to wear me down. I would teach from morning until evening and then gig at night until 12-ish. By the time I got home, close my eyes, the alarm goes off, it's time to get up and do it all over again. You know, so what broke the camel's back? Well, one night I get home from work, sat in a recliner, then I wake up 2-3 hours later, and when I stepped on the floor, I'm in water, quarter-inch of water, because I left the face bowl running. That's how tired I was. So I said, okay, enough is enough. So I am a professional musician 24/7. You know, so whenever you come to New Orleans, you can find me, no doubt about that. French Quarter Fest, Jazz Fest, and a whole bunch more. I was a member of the Harry County Junior Orchestra, did that for 4 years. Also the Smithsonian Jazz Masterwork Orchestra out of Washington, D.C., under the direction of the late, great David Baker, and also Gunther Schuller, with some of the phenomenal musicians that are still with us today. Joe Wilder, he's still going strong, you know, playing the trumpet. We had Keter Betts, we had Russell Wilson, Virgil Jones, you name it, I was among them, and blessed to be among those giants. So, with that being said, and being born and raised in a musical family, I am pretty much educated to all the genres of New Orleans. Now, initially, I wanted to be a classical clarinetist. So, I studied Weber. I studied Mozart. Susan. And so on. Ragtime. Jelly Martin. The blues. Brass band. And so on. I do readings, you know, I do movie soundtracks. Perhaps you've seen the movie Jungle Book. I did the clarinet tracks for that. The movie about Buddy Bolden, I'm in that movie as well as doing the soundtracks on that one. Princess as a Princess and a Frog, I did that. And from season 1 to the very end of NCIS New Orleans, I did all the incidental soundtracks on that. You know, so here I am, you know. But again, it all started out, you know, being around, surrounded by music in my family 24/7. Not necessarily that I had to become a musician, I wanted to, you know, and with the inspiration of the background my father had, and my cousin Charlie, who was a member of Gladys Knight and the Pips, Aretha Franklin's band, Ray Charles, and all these others, you know, that gave me the incentive, hey, I want to do that. So I joined the orchestra of Harris County Junior, traveling the world, Preservation Hall, traveling the world, my group traveling the world, Smithsonian, doing the same, you know, so I've been blessed to say I can travel on somebody else's ticket, get paid for it, and come back home, you know, and one of the perks is that I get frequent flying mileage, and then my wife can also come along with us, you know, so it's a great, great thing, you know. So enough talk, because I can talk, you know, and then before you know it, time is done. So I'll play a couple of numbers, and we'll open up for a little Q&A if we have time to. So right now, we're going to do a tune, a clarinet player by the name of Alphonse P.Q. Was very known for this excerpt of his solo. And the name of this song is called High Society. Does anybody in here know the song High Society? 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, shucks, that means we got to play it correctly.
I know that solo too, but I didn't try.
All right, here we go. to my playing is George Lewis. Anybody familiar with George Lewis? Clarinetist, very well known, very popular in Europe. One of his favorite songs in Europe they always request was "Ice Cream." You scream, we all scream for ice cream. Y'all like that one? Well, we're not going to do that one. So, we're going to slow it down. A lot of songs of New Orleans named after streets. St. Philip Street Breakdown, Bourbon Street Parade, South Rampart Street Parade, Canal Street Blues. Here's the Basin Street Blues. Here's one of George Lewis entitled The Burgundy Street Blues. Key of C. We're going to do a razor blade on this one. This was very long. Razor blade, we're going to cut it short. So who we have on time? How much time do we have now?
You know what? We can go up to 25 after, if that's all right with you, Josh. Josh has to be someplace at 4. I got 35 minutes instead of 40. We got another 7
minutes. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's have a little fun. Okay. Now, New Orleans music is a combination of many influences, African influence with the bambuda beat, the bambuda dance, the Caribbean influence, the clave, the bambuda. the clave. So if we take a simple song like, I tell you, whenever I perform this, I don't say the title. I tell a little story. So here's the story. We had a governor in the early 1900s who recorded this song about his true love. No, we're not talking about his wife, his significant other. We know we're not talking about his fiance. And no, we're not talking about his Stormy Daniels. We're talking about his true love for his four-legged horse. A lot of people know the song, but don't really know the origin of the song. He loved this horse so much they even named a Mississippi River bridge after this horse. So I'm not going to tell you the title of this song. So rather than playing it straight like we would normally hear it, we're going to give it a New Orleans flavor with a Caribbean feel, with that clave. And then I'm going to ask you guys to join in, because I know you know the song. E sharp. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. The other night, yeah, as I lay sleeping, I dreamt I held you in my arms. As I awoke, I was mistaken, so I hung my head. Okay, let's stamp on the one. Okay, now this time, I want everybody to clap the clave. And guess what? We're going to multitask, clap the rhythm, and sing. 1, 2, 3. You are my sunshine, like the sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You never know how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine. The other night, as I lay sleeping, I dreamt I had you in my arms. Held you in my arms. As I awoke, dear, I was mistaken, so I hung my head and cried. You are my sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine. Now listen here. Once told me you always loved me, she lied. One, two, come between. But yet you left me to love another. You have shattered all my dreams. Everybody, you are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine. Acapella, here we go. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. The other night, dear, as I lay sleeping, I dreamt I held you in my arms. As I awoke, dear, I was mistaken, so I hung my head. Going on, 1, 2, 3. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies
perform on stage in this aggregation with some guests. Who knows what's going to happen? And then, of course, tomorrow you'll have your talk
Yes.
about the great, rich heritage of New Orleans.